Hi, is this working? I have never done a live stream before, so I'm just waiting for people to come in right now. Hi everyone, can you hear me? Can you hear and see me? Okay, people are coming in. Oh my god. I've never tried this before. So this is gonna be a probably rather short live stream because I'm just trying it out for the first time. Hi everyone. How are you? And where are you from? As always, I'm in my room in Germany. Let me just post it on Twitter as well. Wow, I did not expect so many people to come. Okay, no. Hang on a second. Oh my god. That was unintended. I am sorry. Drop the phone. Okay. Okay, so I just saw a question. Do you know any language, any other language than German and English? No, I don't. I used to. I did speak a bit of French. I learned it at school, but no. I mostly just speak German and English. Okay, now I can see your questions on my laptop next to the phone. Okay, so if you have any questions, this is just going to be a very casual live stream Q&A. Yeah, very short one, I guess. Thank you so much for the donations, of course. Wow, that's a lot. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone in Australia and all over the world, wherever you're from. Like I said, I am in Germany in my tiny room, as always, as you know me. Thank you very much for the compliment. Français Desouches. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Great to see you too. Fast question, AfD or CDU? Well, generally, I do not like political parties. I do not like the whole political party system because I consider myself a libertarian. So generally, I am against everything that has to do with collectivism, and I see parties as a collective, as part of the collective system. And so I would probably vote for the AfD rather than any other party, but there are lots of problems with every single party that we do have in Germany. So there's one question in German. What will Germany look like, or the world, in 50 years? That is a very difficult question. I do always keep hope that the world will be more liberal, liberal in the sense, more libertarian, I guess. Because, like I said, I consider myself a libertarian, and I do hope that we will not, we're not heading down the path of totalitarianism, because that's what I can see right now. If we allow mandatory vaccines to take over, if we don't push against certain restrictions in terms of taxes, CO2 taxes, climate change restrictions, corona restrictions, yeah. We have to wear masks every single day wherever we go, and yeah, I just went grocery shopping, and it's always a bit depressing to see how people don't even smile at each other anymore. They seem to see each other as the virus in person, which is quite sad. Somebody asked, what are you studying at university? Well, I'm not studying at university anymore. I used to study only for one semester, though, for half a year, economics in Mannheim. But I did not enjoy it at all. Not because I don't like economics. I love economics. I think it's extremely interesting, and I love the Austrian School of Economics, especially Hayek and Mises and Milton Friedman. And I actually wrote a very long, kind of like a bachelor thesis about the dangers of postmodern socialism. You might be able to find it online. Actually, it's called a deconstruction of postmodern socialism and its motives. That's what it was called. And but I didn't write it for university. I wrote it just because for competition, actually. Yeah, and yeah, but I did not enjoy university at all because it's such a public universities are just, it's the collectivist system. It's the public school education system, and it's well, it was not much of a challenge to me, and it was very one-sided, very socialist, I would say. So yeah, that was quite sad, to be honest. I thought that I would enjoy it more. Apart from that, then afterwards I tried to study psychology in a kind of like a distance online school, but it is a proper university. But once again, it's just not very challenging, and I found it very dull. I have so many different passions and interests, and I want to be able to combine them. So yeah, I haven't found the right path of education for me yet. Maybe I will find a university in the future. When will you come back to America? Well, right now I am not allowed to travel to America because of the corona lockdown. But if possible, somehow, I would love to live in America in the future at some point. Maybe. Who knows? Don't be a sheeple. Think for yourself. Yes, correct. Are you a Mensa member? No, I am not. I dislike organizations that pride themselves on having high IQ members. I do not generally associate myself with people who communities who are just built on the common factor that they have a high IQ. I think that's a bit arrogant, maybe. You're incredibly intelligent, Naomi. That's why you find the dulled down curriculum boring. Well, thank you very much. Perhaps. Well, I just have a large variety of interests. I think that's the main problem. And I don't want to just fixate on one thing for a very long time. Mensa isn't that bad. We're chill. Yeah, maybe Mensa isn't that bad. I haven't tried it out. High IQ is worth noting unless it's used. Is worth nothing unless it's used. Yes, that's very true. I agree. If you have a high IQ, great. But and it can be very beneficial, of course, and it is a factor that can really contribute to your success in the workspace, for example. But if you don't do anything with your intelligence and you're just very arrogant with your intelligence, then I do not think it's noble at all. Let me just check the super chats. When are you going to write a book? Well, I would absolutely love to write a book. I have to get started. Well, I already started writing some things, and yeah, I definitely want to write a book. We'll see. That would be amazing, definitely. Love from Brazil. Well, yeah, that's really interesting. There are lots of people from Brazil who seem to watch my videos. Quite cool. Thank you. I am learning German, but when you speak in that language, I still cannot understand everything you say. Yeah, German is a very difficult language, I think. Hi, Naomi. Trump would love you. I don't know. Maybe he would. I would love to meet him one day and, I don't know, just talk to him. Like, just a casual conversation with Trump would be very interesting, I think. Thank you for what you do. Well, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much, James. What do you think of Charles Murray's bell curve and IQ? Like I said, I do think that IQ is a very important factor, but I just don't think that we should pride ourselves on having a high IQ only. It's mostly genetic, I think 80%, and of course some of it is shaped socially, and also if you treat your kids properly, and peaceful parenting, as Stefan Molyneux would put it, that really does contribute to a high IQ. But like I said, it's mostly genetic, so unless you really do something with your intelligence, something kind and compassionate for the world, I don't really care how high of an IQ you have. Many people from Brazil here. Yes, that's true. Thank you, everyone. And lots of supporters from Australia as well, I think. Where'd they find you to take on Greta Thunberg? Or Greta Thunberg. I was invited to a conference, a climate skepticism conference. Thank you for the donation once again. Last year in November in Munich, by the organization Eike, and I listened to all the speakers, and you might know Lord Christopher Monckton, who does regular videos with me on my channel now. Please check out the Climate of Freedom series on my channel. He's very passionate about this project that he's doing with me. Shout out to Christopher Monckton if he ever sees this. And yeah, I was invited to this conference in Munich, and I saw many professors, scientists talk about climate skepticism. Like, for example, I saw Nir Shaviv and Henrik Svensmark in person, who talk about the solar cycles. And of course, Christopher Monckton, and some other people like Susan Crockford, who talks about the polar bear extinction, because the polar bears are not actually dying out, by the way. And then I just approached Lord Monckton because I thought he was amazing. I was really impressed by him, and he introduced me to James Taylor, who works with Heartland, and who's one of the presidents, or now he's the president of the Heartland Institute. And then they asked me if I wanted to come to Madrid 1 week later and join their conference, and I did. And yeah, that's kind of how I blew up a bit, because then in December, I think, I got in the Washington Post, yes. And then lots of media outlets reached out to me and wanted to interview me, and that's how I kind of became the anti-Greta, even though I don't like that term very much. All the best to you, Naomi. Stay brave. Thank you so much, Sven. We are killing our planet? No, we are not killing the planet, at least not with CO2 emissions. There are other ways that we are killing the planet, mostly totalitarianism, socialism, Antifa, all of those people. They are ruining the planet. Okay, let me see if there are other questions. Do you still study psychology? No, like I said, I stopped studying psychology because didn't find it too interesting. Maybe there'll be, in the future I might find a university that's that provides the kind of education that I can really get into, that I can identify myself with, maybe economics again, because I do think that's very important and very interesting. I saw your very first video in English just a couple of days after it came, and I've been subscribed since then. Oh, thank you so much. That's awesome to see some loyal subscribers from back in the old days when it just started. Kamba asks, warum nicht auf Deutsch? Ich kann leider kein Englisch. Why don't you speak German anymore? Well, the thing is, I want to reach a more international following, and I know that many of my German viewers, especially the ones who followed me from the start, they are quite disappointed that I don't speak a lot of German on my channel anymore. But it's just very difficult to put out so many videos, both in German and English, and it's also quite difficult to add subtitles, and I'm a bit too lazy. I should definitely add German subtitles, but then again, I get this arrogant attitude where I think, why don't you just learn English? No, I'm really sorry. I don't mean to be condescending. You should I should make more videos in German and English, or provide German subtitles. I'm very sorry. Has the fame affected your personal life? Maybe when you go to the supermarket, maybe. No, no, not really. At least not in my hometown. It has happened before that people approached me, but in Germany, I must say that most articles and TV media appearances about me are very negative, unfortunately. Germany doesn't really like me, neither does the German state. And so, yeah, in Germany, I'm not very popular in a positive way. It has happened that people approached me and they did like my work, but yeah, not very often. It did happen in America though. That was amazing. At Seibt, many people recognized me, which I didn't expect at all. But thank you so much to all the German viewers who are still watching me, even though I'm speaking English. Danke. Will you be running these casual live streams regularly? Well, that's the plan. I don't know if you enjoy them. Thank you so much, Treelin Truth. I saw you. You came in for the live stream at the beginning of the live stream. Thank you so much. What do you think of demolishing statues of historic people? Well, it's ridiculous because they usually just demolish those statues for racist reasons, even though the reason that those statues were built were very different reasons. So those people achieved something amazing that had nothing to do with racism, and perhaps they were not completely non-racist, but that's just not the point of the statue. And if you want to criticize big idols, big personalities in history for being racist, how about you criticize Karl Marx? How about you criticize a true anti-Semite and racist? Yeah, you should read about that. Or watch one of Stefan Molyneux's videos about Karl Marx. Hey Naomi, bringst du zukünftig auch deutsche Livestreams? Will you do German livestreams in the future? Well, that might be something that I could do. Maybe that's a good idea. Say hello to Brazil. I already did. Hello again. Hello from Berlin. Hello back to you. My best friend lives in Berlin. She just sent me a message. How are you financing your life? Do you have a job or something? I'm all over the place actually, and I need to speak to my accountant next week because I don't know how to work this out with taxes right now. I'm still living at home with my family, with my mother and my sister, and I love them very dearly, so I'm very happy right now at home. I want to move out in the future though, and yeah, I mostly just make money with YouTube with your donations, voluntary donations right now. Sometimes I do stuff like translating documents, papers, just for some friends, people who know me, or just what else? I sometimes I used to work for my mother at home a lot. I helped her with her website and cleaning at home and all of that because she can deduct it from the taxes, but I no longer get money from her for that. Yeah. What do you think you'll be doing in 5 years? Interesting question. I would love to grow my channel a bit, and it doesn't just have to be the channel. I would really love to continue doing this this work for freedom of speech. I admire people like Lawrence Southern, who really dedicated their young life to this, this, whatever you might call it. Yeah, I want to continue to grow my channel a bit, even though I'm very shadow banned right now. I know that I have a very loyal community, and some media outlets, they keep reaching out to me and they keep interviewing me for example, Sky News Australia. I've been on Sky News Australia 3 times now. They are lovely people. And yeah, like I said, there are lots of people who do support me, and that's just amazing. Really, that's the most amazing part about all of this, everything that's happened in the last year with my channel and with my media appearances. I know I got a lot of negative backlash, like media outlets calling me an anti-Semite, which is ridiculous because It's related to something that I allegedly said in a live stream a long time ago, a German live stream, and it was taken completely out of context, and it had nothing to do with anti-Semitism, but well, yeah, so, yeah, but the most amazing thing that I got out of all of this is that I gained a lot of friends, and now I can call some of my biggest idols my friends. That's just, imagine that. Imagine being able to call like a superstar, like if you love Harry Styles, imagine being able to call Harry Styles your friend. I'm not a fan of Harry Styles, but there are people like, I don't know, Brittany Zellner and Stefan Molyneux, Alex Epstein. Yeah, people that I've watched for such a long time, and now I can call them my friends. That's just amazing. Are you conservative? I guess. I don't want to put myself in some kind of box other than I'm a libertarian. But yeah, Steph is a good man. Yes, he is. Yes, he is a very good man. Thank you so much. What do you think of... Oh, sorry. Didn't catch that one. Who's Harry Styles? Exactly, who's Harry Styles? You don't need to know Harry Styles. You just need to know people like Stefan Molyneux and who else can I recommend? Sargon of Akkad is amazing. Lord Monkton is amazing, of course. Who does the climate videos with me? Who else do I watch and like? There are so many people. Brittany Zellner is amazing. She's such a kind woman. You're doing a great job. Keep on going, Naomi. Thank you so much, Vivian. And Dominic, thank you so much. What is your favorite food? I like very strange foods. I've always loved sushi. Even as a young girl, I love stuff like raw meat and raw fish. I've always been very strange. Have you lost any friends because you speak the truth? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And yeah, that's very sad. But then again, I've gained so many friends from speaking the truth, and it's okay. I haven't completely lost some of those friends. We're just more distant now, and it's sad because we have all those very close memories. But I guess that's just what happens. Friendships end, or they become less intense, and then you gain new friends, and yeah, that's how it is. Who are you? Yeah, who am I? I'm Naomi Seibt. I'm not the anti-Greta. That's all you need to know. They weren't real friends anyway then. Yeah, that's true. If you could change the world, how would you change it? Well, I always say, if I was given the opportunity to be a dictator for one day, I would give up all my power and make sure that no one ever gets all that power again. Yeah. I don't know how possible or how fast we could actually implement a completely state-free world, but that, to me personally, would be the end goal. Yeah. I know anarchism always sounds so chaotic and destructive, but I do think that we can, as a society, move towards a completely free and libertarian society. Yeah. Start with minarchism, end in complete libertarianism. I would vote you in a nanosecond. Thank you so much. Why do you think Brazilian people like you so much? Apparently there are many of them here. I really don't know. Thank you so much. Do you consider yourself libertarian? Yes, I absolutely do. What's your opinion on Q? Well, one of my very good friends is Dustin Nemos. I will write down his name in the chat. Dustin Nemos. He's also very shadow banned, and he is one of the creators, I think, of the Q movement. and I really appreciate him. So I don't know enough about the Q movement yet, but I have many friends who know a lot about it, and so I always say don't call something a conspiracy theory before looking into it. And there's lots of stuff that I think is very valid. But I also know that a large part of the Q movement, unfortunately, is very infiltrated and is just controlled opposition. And Amazing Polly is great. Yes, that's true. Amazing Polly, really. I do really appreciate her channel. I think she's great. Hi Prinzessin, wie geht's dir? Sprechen Sie bitte ein bisschen Deutsch, ich bin dein Fan. Hallo, vielen Dank, Thiago. Was soll ich denn auf Deutsch sagen? Keine Ahnung. Please speak ein bisschen Deutsch. Okay, so people want me to speak German, but I really don't know what to say. Let me think about something. Maybe I can think of something and then I'll speak German later. Let me just check some of the questions. Where are you from? I'm from Germany, North Rhine-Westphalia. Speak Portuguese. I wish I could. Wow, you're pretty. Thank you so much, Rita. You look like a fairy. Oh, thank you. That's really nice. Why won't Twitter verify you, and what can be done about the fake accounts? I haven't applied for the blue checkmark yet because I procrastinate such things. It took me a very long time to start a Twitter account and an Instagram account in the first place, and that's why all those fake accounts appeared, because I never did anything about them. I just accepted that there were all those fake accounts and they were gaining more and more followers, and then at some point I thought to myself, well, now I have to make my own accounts. And now those accounts already have quite a large following. But I always put my my own social media accounts in the description, so yeah, you can check them out there. My Twitter is @Seibt Naomi, and my Instagram is Naomi Seibt 2000. Do you know Ludwig von Mises' books? Yes, I do. They are incredible. How will you defeat your shadow ban? I do have some ideas how we can combat the shadow banning. I just mentioned Dustin Nemos, and he is working with, I think, 150 YouTubers at this point who are very shadow banned, and we want to try to fight against this shadow banning, try to go against Google. I've also talked to Moncton about this, and he will analyze my my analytics, and then we will try to actually do something about the shadow banning, go against Google. Maybe, if somehow possible, we could maybe involve the Trump administration. Who knows? It's not impossible. It really isn't. Naomi, it is nice to see you smile in the video. Glad to see you happy. Yes, I'm happier than ever, to be honest. Yeah, I've had a very tough year, and yeah. Are you going to collaborate with Frank Tufano? Who knows? I don't know. He mentioned that he might be interested in doing a podcast with me at some point, but you have to ask him. I don't know. I think he'll do a live stream in 10 minutes. Book recommendations. That's a very good idea. We can talk about books. I've got one of Hayek's books right here. So I recommend for economics, I recommend Friedrich Hayek and Ludwig von Mises and Milton Friedman. And apart from that, let me just get some books. Hang on a second, I'll get some of my favorite books. Okay, sorry everyone, I just had to get some books. Obviously, most of you will know this one. Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged. I love that one. Then we have Aldous Huxley. Obviously, Brave New World is amazing, but I love this one. The Perennial Philosophy. This is a really good book. Yes, Atlas Shrugged. And then here's another one, written by Brittany Zellner. Her name used to be Brittany Pettibone. No, now she's married to Martin Zellner, and her book is amazing. I loved it so much, Brittany. If you see this, your book is incredible. It gave me so much courage and strength last year when I was really struggling. So thank you so much. What Makes Us Girls, and she's writing a second book right now, and all of you need to look out for that, because she is such a kind woman. She is the most powerful woman I've ever talked to, probably, apart from my mother, maybe. She is awesome, yes, she is. The difference between her and Greta is the difference between her and an angel. Thank you so much. I don't want to shame Greta Thunberg, because I think she's being used, and I feel very sorry for her, because I've noticed that she's lost a lot of weight and she doesn't seem very happy, and I think she's probably struggling a lot with many things in her life, not just her autism. And yeah, I don't like it when people talk negatively about Greta Thunberg to highlight that I'm better than her, because I'm not better than her. I think she doesn't do her research on the science behind climate change, and that is the main issue. Yeah, but I think she's mostly just a puppet, and it's the point is, she is not a puppet, but she's being used as a puppet. People don't see her as an individual girl. People see Greta Thunberg as this climate symbol. She's just the face. She's just this smart girl with autism. She's not really Greta. And that's really sad, to be honest. I wish they could see her as Greta Thunberg. And that's why it's very important to me that I keep my channel and my media appearances not just related to climate change, because I am not anti-Greta. I'm Naomi Seibt and I'm a libertarian. I've got so much more to offer than just talking about climate change. What really matters to me is freedom of speech, and that's what I'm fighting for. There's a picture of her with George Soros, yeah. And there's a picture of her wearing an Antifa shirt, which is a terroristic organization. And her parents also wore those Antifa shirts. How's your day, Naomi? Oh, hi! I notice you! My day has been very good, actually. It's very hot in Germany today. Do you have a boyfriend? Well, wouldn't you like to know? No, I don't. Never had one. You think Greta is smart? Yes, she is very smart, obviously, because she's very well spoken. But she just doesn't do her research on the science of climate change. Doesn't mean she's not smart. She's smart in some areas, but she's not skilled in everything. Machst du noch Sport? Do you still exercise? I do. I love just casual exercising. Like, I ride my bike around the town every single day, and yeah. I'm not going to the gym at the moment because I didn't go to the gym because of Corona, and yeah, I took a break for some time, and now I just hate the entire Corona masks thing. Yeah, it's very annoying. I hate going shopping and all of that. Yeah. Let me read some more questions. Someone asks in German, zockst du? Do you play any computer games or video games? No, I don't. Never played any computer games. Lol, the Tower Busters. Yes, hi. Tower Buster Squad. Hello, do you speak a bit of French? I shouldn't try. You really don't want to hear me speak French. I'm sorry. I'm a conservative and I'm a fan of your work, and just because you're a libertarian, you're a great person and very intelligent. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You look like Avril Lavigne at 14. I'm 19, turning 20 soon. But it's okay. When I want to buy something that requires me to be over 16, I have to show my ID, sadly. Naomi, what do you think about Elon Musk and what he's doing? I'm sorry, but he's a shill, and what he's doing is very dangerous, and I don't appreciate his 5G projects taking over the world with his technology stuff. I do not think that he actually believes in our libertarian principles, and I think he just wants to basically virtue signal for the libertarian side. Yeah, I think he's that's Trump appeasement of some kind. What's your take on Grinch Panda? Too young to be so controversial? Do you mean Cringe Panda? I love her. She's amazing. She's a good friend of mine now. Elon abuses his child by naming him whatever the name of his child is. Yeah, I think that's ridiculous. Find a better name for your child, please. Can you link resources that say 5G is dangerous? Actually, yes, there are so many. I've done a lot of research on 5G just in the last couple of days, and I want to make a very comprehensive video about the 5G stuff because I know that it's extremely controversial and people get shadow banned for it left, right, and center. And I think to me that was an indicator that there is something wrong with it. And yeah, I will make a video about it because I don't want to spread misinformation about 5. Let's just not mention it. Let's just not mention the word because I've seen other YouTubers, their videos get taken down, even live streams end abruptly when they mention the word. So you know what I'm talking about when I say 5 grams. What do you look for in a boyfriend? Like I said, wouldn't you like to know? I don't know. Be intelligent. Be smart and funny. Kind, libertarian, perhaps. I don't know. It's just important to share the most important values. An interesting question would be, would you be able to date someone who doesn't share your values, who's more liberal, leftist? And I think personally, no. I think you can be friends with leftists, definitely. I have many more liberal, left-leaning friends. But to share your life with someone who doesn't share your core principles, I think that doesn't work out. Oh, Noah. That's interesting. Hi. How do you know? Oh, yeah, well, my address is public, so that's fine. Will you go into politics? No, I'm not a politician, so probably not. No. I don't see myself as a politician because I'm a libertarian, and being a libertarian means not being in politics. Come to Brazil. Maybe someday. Values are so important. Yes, they are. Oh, God. What do you think about gender identity and casual sex? Are we getting to a society like Brave New World? Yes, we are getting to a society like Brave New World, absolutely. And like I mentioned before, I love Aldous Huxley. I love his book, Brave New World. And I also love the book I just showed, The Perennial Philosophy. Another book by Aldous Huxley, which many of you probably don't know yet. And the first question, what do you think about gender identity and casual sex? Honestly, I think it's quite ridiculous to argue about gender identity. I don't know, if you want to call gender a spectrum, social implications of gender are a spectrum, but that doesn't mean that gender itself or sex is a spectrum. It's binary. There's female and male. And to say that gender is a spectrum just it just denies the existence of, well, it denies everything that biology has to offer, basically, evolution. Yeah, so it's ridiculous. And casual sex, not a fan. What do you want me to say? Thank you for being so honest. Well, Many people say you are very courageous for being so honest. It's very brave to speak the truth. But to me, honestly, it's more scary to lie. I know the repercussions that come from lying. I'm not just talking from personal experience. It's not like I've been an awful liar in the past. That's not what I'm saying. But I just being silent about certain topics and lying. That's how the Nazis won. That's how they became so popular. That's how they gained all their following. That's how socialism works, by people just obeying the rules and just not speaking up when they see injustice. So yeah, I'm terrified of lying. Yeah, of seeing myself lie. I can't lie. I hate lying. It terrifies me. Please say bonjour, je suis Naomi. There you go. So many questions and messages. The fact you've never had a boyfriend is admirable. The virtues of chastity and fidelity need to be restored. Is it admirable to not have a boyfriend or never have had a boyfriend? Thanks, I guess. That wasn't bad French. Well, like I said, I took French at school. I just don't speak a lot of French. The question, so many questions again, sorry. I need to catch them on my laptop. I like cooking, so do I. I like cooking, actually. Are you Christian? Yes, I am a Christian. Someone, Harald, gave a compliment to my mother. I will tell her. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donations once again. Have you ever played paintball before? No, but I would like to. I think that sounds fun. How old are you, Naomi? I just said that I'm 19 now and turning 20 in August. You're young, not to worry about boyfriends. I don't worry about boyfriends. I don't have a girlfriend because I wasted my high school years waiting desperately for someone who had a boyfriend. Oh. That's sad. I'm sorry. Tell us your opinion about migrants wave, please. There's nothing wrong with migration in general, but there is a lot wrong with illegal migration and with uncontrolled migration, and to let everyone in the country just because, I don't know, because of some kind of white guilt complex is ridiculous, because we can't help everyone. And people keep saying, but we have the money, we can help all of them. Why don't we help them in their in the country that they came from, which is a lot cheaper, first of all. Second of all, they have to learn the language, and integration is really tough for those people. And that's not because they're dumb, it's just because it is tough. German, for example, is a very difficult language, and integration is a very complex process. And so I think that the migration wave is just, it's awful. It's not just difficult for the host country. It is especially rude to the migrants to tell them basically that they will live in paradise once they come to Europe or America, because they won't. It doesn't work like that. Even the social welfare state isn't impeccable, and it won't offer you paradise. I'm sorry. Andre said Brazil is better than Germany. Maybe. Any opinion about the veganist agenda? Do you mean vegan? Okay, let me say this. Veganism in itself is not an agenda. I don't think so. I think there are many kind vegans out there who are really just doing it for the ethics. But it is true that the movement is very heavily left-wing, and a majority probably of vegans is, it has become a cult. So that's very unfortunate, because I think many people are doing it just for the ethics, and I fully support them. Although I don't agree that it's the best for health, and I wouldn't want my kids to be vegan. But you do you, basically. Yeah. But like I said, I do agree that the vegan agenda, if you will, it has become kind of a cult. And that's, I'm not saying that to shame vegans at all. I don't think that vegans are bad people. Veganism is harmful. Well, depends on what kind of vegan diet you have, but in most cases, yes. I have a friend that is born vegan, so it's healthy. Don't worry, Naomi. You can't just say veganism is healthy or not healthy. You can't say carnivore is healthy or not healthy. It really depends on the specific foods that you eat and just the diet in general. You can have deficiencies on any diet. So to me, it's not like vegan is healthy, non-vegan is not healthy, or carnivore is healthy, non-carnivore is not healthy. It's just, it depends a lot on the quality of, basically what you need. The diet you have to have is a high quality diet. Yeah, if you find good sources of food, maybe support some local farmers, you'll be fine. Coke or Pepsi? I think Coke. What is your favorite German music band? I don't really listen to German music, to be honest. I like Falco, but I think he's Austrian. Yeah, I think that's it. Did you try Pepsi? Yes, I have a Pepsi in my fridge right now. Watch the What the Health documentary. I did. So what? Do you love history? Yes, I do think history is extremely important, and I have done a lot of research on many areas of history. So to say, do you love history, is just, history is so complex. You can't just say, I like history or I don't like history. It's everybody, I think, would enjoy history if they, once they find a topic in history that they might be interested in. History is fascinating, and it's so important. Because, as you know, history repeats itself. And it really does. What are your favorite movies? Very interesting question. I love some movies. Not all movies. Because today, like in today's day and age, honestly, I don't watch any movies anymore, because most of them are just very left-wing, very left-wing extremism infiltrated, you know. But there are some movies that I really enjoy. My all-time favorite movie is Interstellar. Even though, ironically, it is 100%, it contains a climate change illusion. If you've seen Interstellar, you know why. But yeah, that's my favorite movie. And the main actor, Matthew something, McConaughey, you know who I mean. He just came out as kind of on our side of libertarianism. Some other movies. I really liked Philadelphia, actually, with Tom Hanks. Very left-wing movie, actually, but I liked it. I think it's a very good movie. And I used to be obsessed with the BBC Sherlock series. Where do you think I got my British accent from? I watched a lot of Sherlock in middle and high school. Yeah, but I didn't like the 4th season. The 3rd season was great, but not the 4th one. Who challenges your views most? That's an interesting question. I need to think about that one. Maybe myself. I try to challenge myself every single day. Whenever I catch a thought and I think about something, even racism, even gender, even those topics where I think, oh, that's just absurd. It's so obvious. I really look into everything, and I when I go through my YouTube subscriptions, I'm all over the place. I watch people who consider themselves non-binary just to understand where they're coming from. I might not agree with them, but I want to understand where they get their views from. What makes you think that you are non-binary, that you're neither male nor female, and why is it so uncomfortable for you to identify with either one of them? And so I do think it's just so interesting to understand why humans have certain beliefs, convictions, and so yeah. Opinion on Jordan Peterson. I love Jordan Peterson. I really admire him. That's one of my favorite books as well. His book, both of his books actually, Maps of Meaning and the one about the rules for life. That's incredible. Amazing books. Yes, Jordan Peterson all the way. Yeah, and I think he's recovering now from some health issues that he's had in the past year. So, and I think it was his birthday yesterday. So, happy birthday, Jordan Peterson. Greetings from Holland, Naomi. I found your talks very interesting. Thank you. What do you think about Xavier Naidoo and his theories? You might know Oliver Janich. Let me show you one of his books. Oliver Janich is one of the biggest YouTubers in Germany, and I will do an interview with him for my channel, maybe even tomorrow. He is amazing, and this is his newest book, Sicher ohne Staat. The literal translation would be Safe Without a State, but he already just published his book in English, and I chose the title. The title is God, now I can think of it. The Order of Freedom, I think. Yeah, I think it's the Order of Freedom. Yeah. So it's basically about practical anarchy, and it's an amazing book. And I will read some of the chapters for Spotify, kind of as an audiobook version. Maybe even all of the chapters if I'm very nice. Yeah, maybe I'll read them all for him. So yeah, well, and back to Xavier Naidoo. Oliver Janich did many videos with Xavier Naidoo, so they are very good friends. And so I haven't talked to Xavier Naidoo myself yet, but I appreciate both of them. Are you a model? Yes, of course. No, I'm not. I don't aspire to be a model. Say hello to Brazil again. Hello, Brazil. Do you want to write a book in the future? Yes, I already answered that question. Absolutely. She's vegan. I thought she was smart. Well, I never said that I was vegan, did I? I'm religious. I do consider myself a Christian, but I don't like the church, to be honest. I think the church is very corrupted. Hi, Gabriel. You could be a model. Thank you very much. Say hello to Julia. Hi, Julia. I love your channel. Subscribe to Julia Hughes and subscribe to Gabriel X Charles as well. Both of you, please send another message in the chat so that people can see you. Julia says, I love you. I love you too. You support Frank Tufano and the Carnivore Diet. I do support Frank Tufano. He has a great channel. Check out his channel. But you write his name only with one F, not with two Fs. Greets Naomi, my favorite conservative. Thank you. Do you have any opinions about the creation of the universe? What do you think about the recent theory that the universe is just a gigantic hologram computer simulation? Sounds crazy to me. Haven't looked into that one yet. I never say that's just a conspiracy theory before I look into it, but I'm gonna say I doubt it. But I will look into it. Oh, thank you, Julia. You don't have to send me any money. Please don't. But thank you so much. That's very nice of you. But like I said, subscribe to Julia. She just donated $4.99. She is a very smart young conservative, and she makes the most savage conservative videos on YouTube, probably. Nice to see you live. Thank you. Do you like to travel? I really don't. I hate traveling. I like being in a different country and experiencing it, but only if I know what I'm going to do there. Like, for example, when I went to the US in February, I went to Seibt, which was amazing, and I saw Donald Trump, and I was able to give a speech and the live Q&A, and I was in Fox News and Blaze TV, so that was incredible, but only because I had amazing experiences, and I do not really enjoy the typical all-inclusive beach holiday. That's just not for me. I don't know. I always need to be entertained in some way and do something that I enjoy. Will you get yourself a PS5 or an Xbox? No, I don't play video games. Never did. I don't have anything against computer games and video games, but I just I don't know, never got into it. Oh, we're getting controversial now. What's your opinion on pineapple pizza? What do you think? I like pineapple pizza, to be honest. I think I just lost lots of subscribers. Do you like the study of law? To be honest, I wanted to study law when I was in middle school, and I applied at Cambridge in England, and I made the decision to not go there. No, it's not for me. Not because of law, actually because I didn't like Cambridge. I went there for the they interviewed me, and I did not like it. I didn't like Cambridge. Could have gone to Cambridge maybe. I knew the pineapple pizza controversy would be a problem. I should have mentioned it. Pineapple works with everything that's savory. I like the combination of savory and sweet, to be honest. I like cherries with savory stuff as well. Cherries are amazing in most things. And lingonberries, I think they're called. Yeah, who doesn't like that? Pineapple, pen, apple, pen. No. Yeah, well. What do you think about the Austrian School of Economics? Do you know them? Yes, I just mentioned that. I studied a lot about, just at home. I read lots of books about it, from Milton Friedman, Friedrich Hayek, Ludwig von Mises. I even wrote a thesis about 60, 70 pages long. About the dangers of postmodern socialism. You can find it online. It's called, let me write it in the chat actually, a deconstruction of post... Yeah, so if you look up a deconstruction of postmodern socialism and its motives, you should be able to find my thesis. It's English, about the topic. Stop talking about pizza. Pizza is not important right now. Your opinion on Martin Sellner. The media will hate me for this one, but I like Martin Sellner, and he has an incredible wife, Brittany Sellner, and Brittany reached out to me at some point and interviewed me. It was my first bigger English interview on YouTube, and I love her so much, and she wrote an incredible book. Let me show it again. What Makes Us Girls, and she is such a powerful woman. I really love her, and Martin Sellner is a charming man, so I have nothing to do with the identitarian movement, but I love both of them dearly. Naomi, do you know about cryptocurrency? What are your views? I haven't looked into it, to be honest. I don't know much about it, so I don't care enough about money. It's a problem. I love economics, and I love understanding the importance of the free market and just the theories about it all, but personally I just don't care enough about money. It's a problem. Media will hate you are a famous person. I just found your channel. I'm not famous. I'm just some girl. I'm Naomi Seibt and I'm not the anti-Greta. That's all you need to know. Cringe Panda is in the chat. Hi. I think you should come to Brazil. So many subscribers. Haha. Apparently. Can you make a debate with Greta? So, the point is, I would theoretically debate Greta, but there's no point in debating Greta because she doesn't talk about the science. That's it. She talks about activism, about supporting climate experts, and she just says we need to listen to the experts, but she doesn't even know who those experts are. She doesn't know anything about the IPCC, what is wrong with the IPCC. Watch my Climate of Freedom series on my YouTube channel to understand everything about why the left and the climate extremists are very wrong about their conspiracy theories about us destroying the planet with CO2 emissions, because we are not destroying the planet, we're not parasites. And if I was to debate Greta, I wouldn't be able to debate her on the science of climate change because she doesn't know anything about it. That's not her purpose in all of this. Her purpose is to just promote the climate activism and say we need to listen to the experts without knowing who those experts are. So, yeah, that's a problem. Greta is all about emotions. Yeah, that's true. She is smart and very well spoken, and that's her skill, that's her talent, but she's not a scientist. Neither am I, but I did immerse myself in the climate science a lot. It's ecofascism. Yes, it is. What do you think about plastic in the sea? Well, absolutely, people shouldn't be so wasteful, and don't throw your plastic in the sea, but also don't panic. Don't panic about stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Sorry, so many questions. How do you deal with all the pressure from the left media discreditation? I think you're fascinating. On one side, you look sensitive, but you are super, super strong, just amazing. Thank you so much. And that is quite important to me, that I remain strong no matter what. I don't let the media get me down because, like I said before, the most important thing to me is my integrity and that I continue to speak the truth. And I know that there are some people, like, for example, even my own subscribers, they might not agree with everything that I have to say. Like, I mentioned 5 grams recently in a video, and it was very heavily shadow banned. You can check it out. I called the video 5 grams of Corinna. That sounds very strange, but I had to use those terms so that the video wouldn't be deleted by YouTube, because we can't talk about certain topics on YouTube, as you know. And many of my subscribers said, oh, this is just a conspiracy theory. I thought you were all about science and being realistic, and you shouldn't talk about those topics. You shouldn't go down that route. But I will speak about the topics that I believe in. That's it. And it's not just about belief. Whatever I talk about, I do my research on. So, and I will try to cite as many sources as I can in the future and make more videos about those individual topics, so that you can't tell me that I'm just a conspiracy theorist, because I'm not. How do you read fast enough to keep up with this chat? I'm a fast reader, but I am struggling. I'm struggling with the chat right now. What do you think about anarcho-capitalism? I support it. Yes, I do. I think it's, in theory, it's the ideal for society. Anarcho-capitalism. I do support it. Yes. Watch Stefan Molyneux, and if you're German, Oliver Janich. Naomi, how do you feel about Greta Thunberg? I already said, I think she's probably a very nice girl, and it's sad that people are just seeing her as this climate symbol, as this climate extremism symbol. She's not seen as the individual, the girl that Greta is, and that's very sad. She's probably nice and smart, very well spoken as well, but she's not a scientist. Is racism a major problem in the world? No. I do not believe that there is such a thing as systemic racism against black people. How do you even define systemic racism? I mean, individual acts of racism will always exist, and there's not much we can do about that, but individual acts of hatred will always exist, and the most important thing is you just let other people do whatever they want to do. If you, for example, if you disagree with people, or if you can't understand why someone might love someone of the same sex because you just think that homosexuals don't actually exist and that they are just misled in some way. I do not believe that. I do believe that homosexuals are valid. Then whatever, I don't care as long as you don't infringe on the right of another person. That's it. I think it's just ridiculous to make such a big deal out of topics like racism and gender, when the most important thing is just let people believe whatever they want to believe. And if someone is, even if someone is homophobic or racist or just thinks that black people are inferior, let them think whatever they want to think. They're stupid. That's it. Just stay strong. Believe in yourself. You know that you are not less valid or less important, less valuable just because you're black or homosexual or whatever. Just stay strong yourself. That's it. And the same goes for feminism. I don't consider myself a feminist because I don't need feminism to empower me. I'm a strong woman myself. I don't need feminism for that. And it's actually quite condescending to say that I need feminism to be a strong woman, I think. All of the flat earthers in the chat, I don't care if the earth is flat. I don't care. Even if it was flat. So what? It's not the most important issue right now. So stop talking about it. Stop talking about pineapple pizza and the flat earth. You don't suffer from systemic sexism? Actually, I don't. I'm quite fine. And I think that women actually have a lot of power because they are considered more vulnerable. Like, for example, men literally keep the doors open for us. So, yeah. Women can manipulate. Women are very good at manipulating men. Not just men, but mostly men. And that's a strength in itself. And there's a lot of strength in being vulnerable and exposing your vulnerabilities, I think. And so it's not completely a bad thing to be a vulnerable woman. It doesn't make you inferior. What's your opinion on Antifa? Well, Antifa wants to see me dead, so what do you think my opinion is on Antifa? What do you think about electric cars? Stupid. First of all, unnecessary. Second of all, it requires so much energy that you derive from that requires CO2 emissions. So electric cars are stupid. You will be a chancellor one day. Well, thank you very much, Pete, but I don't think so because I don't want to go into politics because I consider myself a libertarian. I want to fight for more freedom and less state and less chancellors. Brazilians believe the earth is flat. That's a generalization that I do not agree with. What does a normal day in your life look like when you're not doing any media or such? My days vary a lot, but I also have kind of a routine. Every day I ride my bike and I do the normal grocery shopping and I read books, I watch YouTube videos, I watch other live streams and yeah, so that's just the kind of stuff that I usually do. And then I check my mails and I get lots of interview requests and all of that, and then sometimes I do a podcast or a video. I write a script for something. Yeah, it's just I'm all over the place, like I said. Sometimes I have to take care of my court case that I'm currently involved in against the German state media authorities. I'm looking out of the window right now because my cat is approaching. I have a cat, by the way. So if anyone is wondering, I'm a cat person, not a dog person. I am a cat myself, I think, because allegedly cats have... How many lives do they have? 7 or 9 lives? I probably have lots of lives, and I've already lost quite a lot of them. Oh my god, I'm a cat person too. Well. What kind of bike? I don't know. Just a bike. Can we see your cat? She's outside right now, and I can't see her anymore. But next time, maybe. Yeah, I'll show my cat. Absolutely. She's wonderful. How's the court case going? Well, I will see my lawyer, and many of you will probably know the lawyer, actually. He's quite famous in Germany. I would see him on Monday, and then I will talk about the court case again. What is the court case about? It's against the German state media authorities. They are called the Landesmedienanstalt in Germany. They want me to take down some of my most influential videos. All of them had more than 200,000 not subscribers, views. And the ridiculous thing is, they claim that I'm not allowed to post those videos because I made them to promote the Heartland Institute that I was working with between January and March of this year. But that's not true, because the first video that they wanted me to take down, I made that one last year in August, maybe, in summer, long time before I even knew what the Heartland Institute was. Then the second video that they wanted me to take down is a speech that I gave in January, and it was completely unrelated to the Heartland Institute as well. So that one is out of the question. I won't take that one down either. And the third video that they want me to take down is the one where I introduce myself as a new member of the Heartland Institute, but there's no content about climate change in the video, so I'm not talking about climate change. And what they don't want me to do is to influence German politics through the Heartland Institute, and they said that I'm threatening the climate-friendly movement. Ridiculous. Oh, and something else that's really funny. I posted this on Twitter a while ago. The German Federal Agency for Political Education sent me this stuff. This is a climate change science magazine. 90% of it is just about climate activism and not about climate science. And the 10% that are about climate science are easily debunkable. So, ridiculous. And I posted this on Twitter, that they sent me this stuff. And then 1 month later, I got the same magazines again. They didn't even have different ones. That's so annoying. Now I have 4 magazines because they sent me 2. Those 2. And I got them again. So now I have 4 of them. And I don't know what to do with them because they are bad. They want you to read it twice. Well, they probably thought that I threw them in the trash the first time. But I didn't. I'm not that arrogant and condescending. I actually read them. So, make a video debunking those magazines. Yeah, I thought about that. But they are German, so I would have to translate some stuff. But I could do that. Maybe I will. Thank you for all your work. Well, thank you. Bismarck was a leftist. That is very interesting. And I do agree. Yes, he was. I could make a video about that in the future, actually. That's very interesting. What music do you like? I like all kinds of music. I really like classical music. I love Rachmaninoff, if you know him. I used to play the piano, and I used to play lots of Rachmaninoff pieces. What else do I like? I do like some Muse. Yeah, maybe we can talk about music in the future. Someone just asked what will be your next big interview. My next big interview. I don't know. I've got some lined up. I want to do a video with Stefan Molyneux in the future, and I will do a video with, or podcast and video, I think, with Alex Epstein, who does an amazing climate change podcast next week. Paganini, yes, Paganini is great. Thoughts about Liberland. I actually joined a conference that they did in, I don't know, April, May, not sure. Their 5th anniversary of Liberland, and I gave a speech there. It's on my channel. Will you be going to America, specifically the Pacific Northwest? I hope to return to America in the future soon. But right now, there's the Corona travel ban, so can't go there now. Will you tour anytime soon? I haven't thought about that. Probably not. Naomi, what are your thoughts about the vaccine being mandatory? Someone just asked me. I don't think that there will be mandatory vaccines per se, but I do think that if you don't get the vaccine, you will not be allowed to travel, you will not be allowed to work in certain places, and I think Walmart just released a poll where they asked, would you get the flu shot if we gave you a $20 gift card? And that to me is very scary. That's just, people will get the vaccines because of social pressure. I think that's more of an issue, actually. Wow, we've already... I've already done this, been live streaming for almost an hour now, I think. I think I will wrap this up very soon now. I didn't think that... Franz Liszt is amazing. Yes, he is. Classical music is the best. Yes. Will you watch tomorrow the big anticipated London Real interview with David Icke? What do you think about David Icke's theories? I haven't heard about that yet, but what I do know is that David just wrote an article about me in the court case, so I am very grateful for that. You are great, Naomi, says Emmanuel. Thank you. Richard Miller, Christian? Yes, I am Christian. Oh. Do you like Friedrich Nietzsche? Yes, I do. I enjoy some of his work very much. You've been here over an hour. It was already past 20, 30, I guess, when you started. Possible. I intended to stay for maybe 15, 30 minutes. But I'm liking this. I am enjoying this live stream. So maybe we will do another live stream in the future. So Naomi, thank you for opening up a live stream. I am an American mother of a 16-year-old daughter. We love what you're doing. Wow, thank you so much. Those are the kind of messages that I love the most. That's just so heartwarming to hear that that I can inspire some families even, and some young minds who agree with me. And there's a girl on Instagram who messaged me recently, Boo Brian, her name was, and she posted lots of stuff that I posted on Instagram, and she said that she is now challenging her teachers on the climate stuff and the racism as well. And yeah, that's just amazing. Thank you so much if you think that I was able to inspire you to challenge some of your authorities. How did you first get into libertarianism? I started watching Stefan Molyneux 4 or 5 years ago when I was in high school. And then I kind of became obsessed with it, and I read all about the Austrian school. Someone just asked, do you know Ludwig von Mises? Yes, I do. And I read, yeah, you know who's Ludwig von Mises? Yes, I read lots of Ludwig von Mises and Friedrich Hayek and Milton Friedman and others. Who else? There's someone I have in mind. Roland Bader, if you know him. Did you know you have a Google search profile? What do you mean? I do know I have a Wikipedia article in German and in English. Both are trash. Can you announce these live streams in advance? Yes, I would like to do that in the future. I don't really know how. Maybe I will try to find a regular schedule so that all of you know when I do live streams. But I think I will usually do them around the same time, maybe 7, 8 p.m. German time. Yeah. So you figure out what time zone that is for you. So around the same time as right now. And I usually publish or upload videos around the same time as well. I should probably try to figure out a really regular schedule for my videos. So thankful for your wisdom. Well, thank you so much for the support. Seibt Lives Matter. Well, that's an interesting movement. Please do another video with Brittany. Good idea. I could ask her. Brazilian lives matter. Yes, they do. Are you from Brazil? No, I'm not. But apparently I have many Brazilian fans. Do you have TikTok? No. It took me a long time to get a Twitter account and an Instagram account, so you better be proud of me for starting those accounts. But I haven't started a TikTok yet. That is a level that I have not fallen down to just yet. I already thought that I was an arrogant prick for making an Instagram, but I guess it's fine. Naomi, please verify your Twitter account so you get the official mark. Yes, I will. I'm sorry. I should really do that. How strong is libertarianism in Germany? Not strong at all. Well, like I said, Oliver Janich, this guy, he just translated this book, so you will be able to get it in English as well. The name is The Order of Freedom. I came up with the name, by the way. But he is a strong libertarian, the best libertarian in Germany. I hope you see this, Oliver. He probably doesn't. He's amazing. And yeah, but apart from that, we don't have a very strong libertarian culture movement in Germany, just because I think Germany is a very collectivist, socialist country, and everybody wants to be the same. And yeah, we don't have a lot of individualism in Germany, I think. Sadly, when I went to America, that was incredible because everyone was proud to be themselves, and everyone, no one was afraid of dressing the way they wanted and just being themselves, showing what they're made of. And in Germany, everyone is kind of the same. Yeah, sadly. Yeah. Schuldkult halt. Yeah, it's kind of a German guilt thing. Talk about Brazil. What do you want me to say about Brazil? I don't really know a lot about Brazil. I should probably educate myself a bit more in Brazil. Would you like to go on the Joe Rogan podcast? I don't think I'm the kind of person that he would like to have on the Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah, I would do it. I accept all interview requests basically, but yeah. No one is the same as you, Naomi. You are one of the truly great people. Oh, thank you so much. Thoughts on Bill Gates? What do you think I think about Bill Gates? Watch my video. Yeah, I did a video on what did I think it's something about the coronavirus. Yeah, educate yourself about Brazil. Yeah, okay, I will. Have you had dreams about royalty? What do you mean? I'm a princess. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I'm not. How strong is conservatism in Germany? Not very strong. Of course not. Even the CDU, which is the main party that considers itself conservative, isn't actually conservative anymore. They are just... They love the Green Party. Sure, she's a princess. Yes, of course I am. Absolutely. Where's my crown? I don't have a crown. I need a crown. No, I'm just kidding. Do you believe any conspiracy theories or watch them for fun? What do you consider a conspiracy theory? That's the main question, isn't it? I look into everything that people bombard me with. If you say the earth is flat, then I will look into it, even though I do think it's kind of ridiculous and maybe it's completely stupid, but I will look into it, and then I will make my mind up about it. Just, yeah, sometimes just for fun, sometimes because I think it's important to look into things. Like, for example, the Bill Gates conspiracy theory. Is it a conspiracy theory? No, it's not, because if you watch my video on the coronavirus and where I mentioned Bill Gates, he has this, he has two programs. Like, the first one is ID 2020, which is basically this tracing identity tracking thing that he's working on right now. And that's not a conspiracy theory. You can look it up. Look up ID 2020. And then he got this patent for something something that checks body activity data. I put the link in the description of one of my videos, so check out my coronavirus video. I think Molyneux has been corrupted by fame and money. I honestly think your best ally would be the genuine journalist James Corbett. I think James Corbett interviewed me before, to be honest. No, I'm confusing him with someone else. I should look up James Corbett. I don't remember who that is right now. But no, I don't think that Stefan Molyneux has been corrupted by fame and money. I think he's one of the very few people who is actually genuine and authentic, and still to this day. Yeah. What is your sign? Do you mean my star sign? I'm a lion. Can't you tell? Isn't it obvious? No, I'm just kidding. I was born in August 18th, if you care to know. I'll turn 20 this year. The Guardian made an article slandering Naomi because of something white nationalism. Yes, I know. They based this article on a German article about me. No, actually German TV show about me. And it's completely ridiculous. I wish they had contacted me in the first place. Then they could have asked me about it. They could have interviewed me, but they didn't. So if you don't care to interview me and ask me about it, then it's time to call me. My mother just tried to call me. I was so excited you came around since the idiot grater. I wouldn't call her an idiot. She is very smart, but thank you nonetheless. What branch of libertarianism do you like the most? What do you mean? Are there different branches? I like libertarianism. Libertarianism is such a niche thing in the first place. So let's just unite as libertarians and let's just call it libertarianism. Why are your hands so orange? Can we know? No, it's a secret. No, I'm just kidding. It's good question. I've had those yellow-orange hands for many years. I think it's related to my hypothyroidism. I'm on hormones right now, but I neglected them for a long time because I was too lazy to take them. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I have orange hands. It's the Trump syndrome. Libertarians get that sometimes. Do you sometimes think about emigrating? If so, where to? I don't know. I really don't know. I would love to go to the US one day, and I think I would like to live there in the future. But but what's most important to me is that I have friends wherever I live. So I will yeah. I will try to find a place where I have many friends in the area. Take care of yourself. Yes, I will. Are you a Christian? Yes, once again I am. Would you recommend reading Sophie's World? Yes, absolutely. One of my favorite books. It's one of the books that really shaped my childhood. It's incredible. I loved Sophie's World by Jostein Gaarder. And I've got one of his other books here right now. The Orange Girl, it's called. Das Orangenmädchen. That's another incredible book. I loved it so much. There's one quote in there that it's so amazing. Yeah, it's a very romantic book, but the best one is definitely Sophie's World. So yes, do read Sophie's World. And I talked about Sophie's World a bit in my interview I did with Mark Meckler on his podcast. It's on my channel. So if you look up the Mark Meckler show, Mark Meckler podcast on my channel, you will find it. What do you think about Jordan Peterson? I already said I do really like Jordan Peterson, and I hope that he's getting better now. You speak very good understanding English. I'm getting better. Thank you. Are there protests in Germany? Oh yeah, all the time, about everything. Many of those protests, I think, are just controlled opposition, unfortunately. Other literature recommendations. Yeah, I already showed some books in the stream. First one was, of course, Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged. Then, like I said, Sophie's World and The Orange Girl. Aldous Huxley, Brave New World, and this one, The Perennial Philosophy. Oliver Janich, all of his books basically. The one about the EU especially, and this one, Seibt Without a State, would be the literal translation, but the official translation, or the official title in English is, or will be, he's publishing the book right now, The Order of Freedom. Yeah. Then Brittany Zellner's book, What Makes Us Girls, Lauren Southern's book, and this one, of course, Stefan Molyneux, The Art of the Argument. One of my favorite books, all-time favorites. Incredible. Buy this book. Oops. Douglas Murray. Yes, Douglas Murray also wrote some really good books. I read the one about migration. Forgot the name. Yeah. George Orwell, Animal Farm. Yes, love that one. Do you think Trump will get re-elected? I do think so. I do hope so. You always make fair and rational comments and questions about Greta, which sounds way cooler than how dare you. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's just I think it's important that we see Greta as an individual and not just as this climate symbol, climate puppet. And yeah, I feel very sorry for her, and I would like to meet her one day. Yeah, I would really like to talk to Greta, just have a casual conversation with Greta Thunberg. That would be nice, I think. Just to show people that I'm not anti-Greta and that we are not opponents and we can have a casual conversation. That would be good, I think. That would be a very good sign that we can have debates, because we are not just puppets of this civil war system. We are supposed to be opponents. We are supposed to be left and right, and that's just, and black and white. All of this black and white thinking is just really destructive, I think. Yeah. What do you think about Italy? I've been to Italy once and I liked it. Greta is used like a tool. Yeah, I think so, yes. Do you use Instagram? I do have an Instagram. It's not a very big Instagram account because I just started it just recently. There are many fake Instagram accounts, but if you look in the description under my videos, you will see my real Instagram account. It's Naomi Seibt 2000. Yeah. If you search for Naomi Seibt on Google, you have a search profile. You are a celebrity. I wouldn't consider myself a celebrity, and I think Google doesn't really like me very much, so I'm more of a negative celebrity for Google. What do you think about the future of libertarianism? Well, I really do hope that we have a future for libertarianism, but I think so, because we are fighting, we are strong, and we are going against the shadow banning and all the censorship, and we will absolutely fight all of this socialist totalitarianism that we are spiraling into right now. Yeah. Do you like Thai green curry? I do. What do you think about Brexit, Naomi? Congratulations. Maybe Google is just jealous of your popularity. Oh yes, absolutely. I'm so much more famous than Google itself. Obviously. Negative from Google means you are doing something correct 100%. Probably. Someone asked, where do you order pizza? What is it about pizza? I don't order pizza. I love cooking, so I don't usually order food. What are your plans for the near future? Right now, I have to take care of the court case I'm involved in against the German state media authorities. that I mentioned in some of my last videos, and you can find links and stuff about this topic under my videos. And I'm working on, working on my channel, doing some more live streams in the future. Apparently you seem to like those, so thank you for all the support right now. And if you want, I will do regular live streams in the future. Would you like me to do regular live streams in the future? Then I will. And yeah, I will work on some more videos as well. Thanks for the support. Do you have any opinion about Brazil? Well, I get lots of support from Brazil apparently, so I love Brazil now. I didn't really have an opinion on Brazil before, but maybe I'll go there in the future just to check it out. Haven't been there before. You should become an activist. I kind of am an activist. Stream whenever you feel like it. Oh, thank you. I will try to figure out what time works best for most of you, but it will probably be in the evening time, German evening time, maybe around 7, 8 p.m. Yeah, something like that. Do you know Eric and Brett Weinstein? Yes, I do. Are you interested in physics and astronomy? Yes, very much. I took physics in my Abitur. Abitur is like German graduation. We call it the Abitur. And yeah, I was very obsessed with science at school. I loved chemistry and physics. And I participated in many science competitions when I was young. So yeah. Do you think aliens exist? Well, the universe is so big, it's very unlikely that they don't exist. I don't know. I'm sure you will win against the state media. Well, yeah, I do think so. I do actually think that I will win against them. It's just I want to make a big deal out of this court case, because that's exactly what they don't want me to do. They want to silence me, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna blow this way out of proportion and tell the world about it and show the world actually that climate skepticism is very real and that we exist and that we're not just conspiracy theorists, and then they will have to listen, and that's exactly what they didn't want. So what are you looking to get out of live streams? More support? I don't know, I'm just really enjoying this, and perhaps I can answer some questions, mostly because I want to get to know my viewers a bit more, and I really like this. Cringe Panda just wrote something. Cringe Panda, are you still in the stream? If you're still in the stream, write your question again. I think I didn't catch it. Ah, yes, you're still there. Okay, write your question again, because I just saw that you sent me a message on Twitter, I think. Sorry if I didn't see it. Would you like to share a bit info on your parents? You're so real and unique. I only live with my mother. Oh, let me just read Cringe Panda's question. I was trying to explain the pizza thing is a... Yeah. I do know that, Cringe Panda. And I am horrified by what went on with that pizza thing. Yeah. I do know what you're talking about. So do I now have to get a Twitter account to get my question answered? No, the thing is just, apparently I didn't read Cringe Panda's question or what she wrote in the chat, and then I just saw, because I get notifications when she writes me a message on Twitter, and then I saw her message. That's it. Can you do a live stream exclusively about pizza? Absolutely not. What does Q stand for? Well, look it up. You have a nice sound of birds from outside the window. Oh, can you hear them? Yes, I do actually. Oh, thank you, Cringe Panda. I do really appreciate your friendship as well. I'm really glad I got to know you on Twitter. And I love your channel. So all of you have to go to Cringe Panda's channel and subscribe to her. What do you see in the US protests? Do you think that it's something more than racial protests? Yes, they are mostly infiltrated by terroristic organizations like Antifa, and Antifa actually paid black people to throw rocks at the police. So most of the black supporters of this anti-racist narrative, I think they are genuinely concerned and they are worried, and they think that they are oppressed because they have been misled to believe such things. And so it's all about race baiting and dividing us. And that's why I don't support this all lives matter statement. Not because I think it's bad to say all lives matter, it's just that I think it makes people even more upset, and it contributes to this whole divide. So I just don't see a point in saying hashtag all lives matter. It's just as dividing as Black Lives Matter. Even though the difference is that Black Lives Matter is a movement and All Lives Matter is just, it's a statement. It's the anti-trend kind of, but Black Lives Matter is a movement and a special interest funded movement, and that's the danger in Black Lives Matter. That's why obviously Black Lives Matter is way worse and way more powerful than All Lives Matter. I just think that All Lives Matter is not a solution to the problem. Black Lives Matter is racist. Yes, it is. John Joseph Matthews says, you have been such a great influence. I am 17 years old and you have helped me realize things that I never thought I could. We all love you, girl. Thank you so much. I really appreciate comments like this. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm here for, to inspire young people and just people all over the world to keep hope and to educate themselves on topics that they thought they couldn't educate themselves on because everything was so obvious. Because obviously what the mainstream media says is true always. Short stream. Already almost 2 hours. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how to end this stream. I was gonna wrap this up soon, but I don't know. Are you extroverted or introverted? I am much of an extrovert in the sense that I do this live stream for 600 people right now, and I post YouTube videos, and I'm all over the place, and I love giving speeches and presentations, and I always loved that at school as well. But I always had a small friendship group. I never had many friends, and I loved reading. I never went to any parties. I was never invited to any parties anyway. I was not a popular kid at all. I was kind of the outcast a bit, but I had a small friend group, and that was enough for me. So I used to always think of myself as an introvert, but I think I'm more of an extrovert. I just need to find the right crowd. You are the right crowd, by the way. Just subscribe to Cringe Panda at your suggestion. Yes, that's a very good thing to do. So grateful for your stream and posts. Thank you. And thank you, Molly. I recognize you, by the way. Have you heard of Candace Owens? Yes, of course I have. She's amazing. If you were to give young people advice on how to do their own research, where should they start? Websites, people, books, etc. Well, I always try to share the resources that I have. Like, for example, look into the Austrian School of Economics, and then there are lots of YouTubers that I appreciate and follow, and I share them with others, and I give others suggestions. And there's just so much free education out there online, so many YouTube channels to subscribe to, and all of us are kind of a community. So we will empower each other and tell you who to look out for. And then when it comes to stuff like climate change, there are many websites, like Judith Curry's website, for example. She runs a blog where she always shares new studies about climate change and what's up with that. is another website about climate change. Seibt skepticism. Yeah. Ben Shapiro, The Daily Wire. They have a podcast and a website. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Nigel Farage? Are you a Eurosceptic yourself? I am a Eurosceptic and I like Nigel Farage. I haven't talked to him yet, but maybe I will in the future. You are beautiful. Thank you so much. Naomi, you speak Spanish? No, I don't. I'm sorry. Climate change happens every year. Well, climate refers to a change in the weather over a span of 30 years. So, but yeah, climate changes all the time, and it's been changing for millions and billions of years. So it's ridiculous to say, it's so hot today, that means the climate is changing. That's global warming. No, it's not. Do you see the world getting better after all the madness that's been going on? Yeah, it gets worse before it gets better. That's what I've learned from my experience. Ben Shapiro has posted a video while you're speaking. Well, interesting. Would you ever date a British? No, I wouldn't. Why would I date a British person? No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter where a person comes from, does it? German proverb for wrapping up the live stream. I can't do that on the spot. Next time I will think of a German proverb. I'm sorry. You have plans to write a book? Yes, I do. Thank you, Naomi. It will get better. Yes, it will. Racist. Yes, of course. I'm racist against British people exclusively. That's why I have a British accent. That's why I was obsessed with Sherlock in middle school. Of course not. People will take this out of context. Did you learn English all by yourself? Yeah, basically. Of course, I had English in school, but I read English books and I watched English movies myself, and that's basically where I got my English skills. It's not, yeah. The school doesn't teach you much at all, and especially not English. I'm racist against Aussies, but not Wessies. Just kidding, says Cringe Panda. No proverb, no problem. Next time I might think of a German proverb. I want to think of a good one. You know, I just don't want to spew random nonsense. Do you have Finnish ancestry? No, what makes you think that? I don't think so. Hi, is the COVID-19 a pandemic? Yes. Ban Cringe Panda? No, why would I? Of course not. She's a great friend. Where can I buy these tiles? Are you talking about those tiles? Those are not tiles. This is my wardrobe. You will need mods if you are doing lives frequently. Find good people. Yeah, I know. I probably should. Have you watched any anime? Yes, I have, actually. IKEA. Yes, this is IKEA. All of my furniture probably is IKEA. My bed is IKEA. If you knew how tiny my room is, you would be surprised. I know so many people think that I live probably in a big mansion and I'm paid by the Heartland Institute and I am this climate change puppet. No, I live in a tiny room and yeah, but I like my room. I like my room. I like my tiny room. Someone asked, do you like anime? I have watched some anime. I think it is the bathroom. No, this is my room. It's as small as a bathroom, but it is my room. Anime. I love Death Note and I liked Mira Nikki. Future Diary, probably some more. Those are the best ones. You are damn smart and damn cute. Thank you so much. Do you watch PewDiePie? I watched some of his videos. I think he's cool, but I don't his type. It's not my type of content what he posts, but I think he's cool. You should visit Sweden one day. Yeah, maybe. Have you watched Avatar? You mean the series? No, actually, no, I haven't. because it's such a long series, it's I don't have the time for that. Very good taste of anime. Yeah, of course. Do all lives matter? Yes, all lives matter, but there's no point in saying hashtag all lives matter, because it's just Black Lives Matter and Two Lives Matter. Two Lives Matter. And Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter is two sides of the same coin, and it contributes to the racial divide. So yes, Black Lives Matter, yes, All Lives Matter, but it's not about those statements. It's that those are both movements that we... Black Lives Matter is the real movement and special interest funded. That's why it's more dangerous. But yeah. PewDiePie said the N-word. So what? How savage. Thoughts on Soros. What do you think I think about Soros? Have you been to the States? Yes, I was at CPAC. I was not very far away in the crowd, in the audience, when Trump was giving a speech. But I wasn't able to talk to Trump myself. Very best regards from Brussels, dear Naomi. Keep on with your outstanding way despite all obstacles. Hi, are you the real AFD account? Probably. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No, you can't say the N-word. I can, but I'm not going to. That's racist. Well, if you don't say it with a racist intention, is it really racist? Does it really matter that much? I don't care about such nonsense, to be honest. I'm not saying it's good to say the N-word, and I'm not going to say it, because why would I? But if you don't say it with a racist intention, I don't see a problem with it. Japan does not acknowledge its past. Their brutality made the Nazis pale and killed twice as many innocent people. Yet we're given independence after only 6 years. And it's not even talked about. Germany has to be German again. Well, I don't know much about that, to be honest. No one should really say the N-word. It's unnecessary. Yes, it's unnecessary. That's the point. It's unnecessary. But if you accidentally say it, which is, I think, what happened when PewDiePie said it in one of his gaming streams, I think, I don't think we should make such a big deal out of it. Just don't say it. But yeah, there are many stupid things that you shouldn't say. I've probably said some other stupid things before. Is blackface racist? If blackface is racist, then whiteface is racist as well. It's, again, I just don't care. Are you a member of the AFD party yet? No, and I will never be, because I want to stay independent and I don't align myself with any party system. Why does nobody know where I can buy some nice tiles? Well, why don't you just get yourself an IKEA closet? Looks like tiles, apparently. Intent is what matters. Exactly. Intent is what matters. What is your star sign? Once again, I am a lion, obviously. Someone asked us if I'm a member of the AFD youth organization. No, I am not. Thank you for being a voice for us. Anti-collectivism, pro-individuals. Yes. Thank you so much for the support. Do you like Germany? I like some of the German culture. Like, for example, I love Goethe. Faust is one of my favorite plays. And so I really like some of the German culture. And Friedrich Schiller and some of the German classical music. Italy has the best marble tiles. Well, that's good information to have then. I say the N-word every day. Naomi, Naomi. Yeah, let's make that a new thing. Did your father die? You tell me. I don't know. Cringe Panda says, I only don't say the N-word because YouTube would delete my channel. Otherwise, it would be a whole video just to initiate a discussion about free speech. Yes, that's a very good point. That is a very good point. What are your hobbies? I have lots of hobbies, but mostly, to be honest, this is my hobby. Researching stuff about freedom of speech and climate change and libertarianism, thinking about this kind of stuff, reading. Yeah, that's my main hobby, but I love drawing. Yeah, I just recently got into drawing again. I'm not good at painting. Very bad. Color is not for me, but I love drawing. Naomi, do you ever drink alcohol? Well, not at all. No, I never tried it. Just not interested. Don't have anything against alcohol. I just never tried it. I don't. Well, no. This, politics, history, health, language. Yeah, basically, those are my hobbies. Are you asexual? No, I am not. I am not asexual. Opinion on gun laws in EU. I think we should be allowed to have a gun. Yeah. When did you get into politics? 4 or 5 years ago, when I discovered, well, I always really thought that politics was very boring, to be honest. I didn't like parties and the election system, all of that, and I still to this day think it's very boring. The thing is, I got into political philosophy and philosophy in general when I started watching Stefan Molyneux a couple of years ago. And then I got into the entire YouTube sphere, and I found Sagan of Akkad, Jordan Peterson, like I said, Stefan Molyneux, Ben Shapiro, and I got fascinated by all of this. Yeah. Sounds like you're actually anti-political. As a libertarian, kind of, yeah. Freedom of speech is under attack all around the world. Yes, it is. Okay, I think, wow, it's really getting late. It's almost 10:30 in Germany, and I think I will wrap the stream up now. And yeah, do you know Jens from Große Freiheit TV? Yes, I know him personally, actually. He is very cool. He's a very cool guy. So thank you everyone for watching this very first live stream. I did not expect it to be so enjoyable. You guys are amazing. No, don't go. I'm sorry, but I need to drink some water. Yeah, and I need to eat something. I'm hungry. Yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in. This was really amazing. I really enjoyed it, and I will do more live streams again in the future. Absolutely. I did not expect to have so much fun, and I just decided to challenge myself to step out of my comfort zone for the first time and do this, because I've been thinking about it for a long time, but I was too self-conscious, kind of thinking, what if I mess up? I'm a perfectionist. But yeah. Thank you so much. Again, you've improved your English a lot. Well done. Oh, thank you so much. I try. Good job on your first live stream. Thank you. Thank you. I will take that trophy. Yeah. Miss your tiles. You will see my tiles in the next video again. I will probably upload another video again tomorrow. Will probably the next one in the climate of freedom series. I might also do a response video to this video that came out that all of those celebrities made, those virtue signaling celebrities talking about why we need to support Black Lives Matter, which is ridiculous. And yeah, I might do a response video to that one. And I will interview, once again, I will show you this book. I will interview Oliver Janich for my channel about the coronavirus test kits, which are extremely flawed, and some new information about those test kits just came out in Germany, that they are wrong in 85% of cases, which is incredible. So I will interview him. I will interview Oliver Janich about that topic. Yeah. Thank you very much once again for watching this stream, and yeah, see you in the next one. Of course, as always, I don't want you to panic. I want you to think.